I don't know about you, but remember when you were growing up? I know a lot of us can relate. You were growing up, and your dad told you, "Oh, I'm coming to get you," and you waited. You're excited, and you waited, and dad didn't show up. Um, Numerous occasions, you may have gotten that. I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna be there. I'm going to be there for your game. I'm going to be there for your, recital. I'm going to be there for whatever event that you have going on that is so important to you that you really want your father to be there, and then they're not there. You may have not had a father at all growing up. You may have not even had a relationship with a father, if you did know who they were. But it's it it stems from your childhood and it goes up into your adulthood to where you start looking for father characters in the person that you choose, and you feel like a part of you is missing because you were never daddy's little girl. And we're going to talk about that tonight. The title of this episode is called Hidden Figures, meaning that the father figure wasn't there, they're absent. So that's the title, Hidden Figures. Where is my father? Stay tuned. We're going to have an amazing episode right after this break. So, grab somebody. I always say grab a friend, share, like, follow the page. We have an amazing episode tonight. So, right after this commercial break. Welcome back to The Invisible Woman. Now, tonight's episode is going to be a little bit different. I received letters from our viewers, um, to talk about how they feel having an absent father, a hidden figure. And they are anonymous to protect their privacy, but they did share their story with me, and I will reiterate what they told me. The first story that I received, and this person said that I consider my father as a sperm donor. He haven't been in my life since I was young. I hardly remember him. I felt like I didn't have a role model, and I was trying to find that in others. I just wanted to grow. I wish I knew more about him and had him in my life. Even though I'm older, it still affects me. I have no contact with him. I can't even tell him that he has a granddaughter. It hurts. Dads play a major role in our lives, and having a dad for my daughter is important to me. I want her to experience a father's love. Now, this particular person has no relationship with their father, no contact with their father, and they don't know how to contact their father. And that's just to say that, I consider my father as a sperm donor. That's a lot. That's that's a lot to say that, I don't have anybody in my life to model after because he was never around. He left. What is this? He left when he was young, when she was young, um, and she hardly remembers him. So that, to me, that's just heartbreaking. And I know that that's a story for many people. That's just not this particular person. I'm sure that resonates with some other people that they don't have a father, they don't have a connection with their father, they may not even know how to contact their father, and to know that there are other people involved now because you have children, that your children don't know their grandfather, you know, and it's just I'm just really glad to see that they have a father in their daughter's life, and they are not being an absent, hidden figure for their daughter. Um, it's just that goes with choosing the right person. That goes with making smart decisions. But then you don't know really what you know pretty much what you don't want in a mate versus more than what you want, you know what you don't want, because you don't want somebody that's absent. You don't want somebody that's not going to be there. You don't want somebody that you can't even role model, you know. So it's as she says, dads play a major role in your life. So imagine not having a father at all. um, Thank you to the person that submitted this story, your truth. And I just want to let you know that it's not okay, but it's going to be okay. And to give you a virtual hug. This is me giving you a virtual hug. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this commercial break and more letters from our viewers. Welcome back to The Invisible Woman. We're talking about hidden figures. Where is my father? Now, going into this episode, I just, I don't know, I didn't expect so much hurt and so much pain and so much unresolved issues due to absent fathers. This next viewer, her letter says, my father was a monster. He loved to hit me and my sisters. Everything seemed to make him angry. I think he even hated the sound of us breathing. He never wanted girls, yet he had two. No, he wasn't absent, but his love was. I used to wish I was a boy just so that he would love me. Um, I, again, heartbreaking, and I am so very sorry that you experienced that. And you're a beautiful young lady. You are beautiful, and I'm can't imagine you as a boy, but and I'm not trying to make a joke. I'm just trying to make you laugh because I know you. But welcome back to The Invisible Woman. We are talking about hidden figures. Where is my father? And you know, I understand why people want to be anonymous because heaven knows that it's hard. This is a touchy subject, not like touchy subject other episode, but it's an emotional issue that we deal with. You know, being not feeling loved, not feeling fulfilled, having that father's love. I'm gonna read another letter from our viewers, and this one, she says, I never knew my dad. Half of my life, I thought one man was my dad, but then I discovered later on that it was someone else. But neither of them were present. I miss not having a father. That really affected my life. It caused me to look for that love in a man. If I had a father to count on, to go to protect me, then my life would have been better. I dated older men looking for a father. Now that I'm older, I still feel like I missed out on a lot. When I see other fathers with their daughters, knowing I never had that and I never will, it hurts. She said that she thought that someone else was her father, and that person wasn't there. Then she found out that no, that old DNA. Guess that's how that works. How that went, I'm really not sure. But found out that this other person is her father, and they weren't there. And as she got older, she said that she felt like, she missed out on a lot, and that her life would have been different had she had a father figure, somebody to protect her. How many of you want a father's protection? You want a father's love. You want to feel just better about yourself. And I don't know what it is that we just, as women, we just need. It's a need for us to have that. It's a need for us to feel that connection, to have that connection. And not having it, it's like a missing piece. And you don't know how to make it fit. So you start trying to find relationships to make it fit. Okay, this one is okay. He's older, check. He's wiser, check. He's looks daddy part. I don't know. It's just you try to make that fit where it doesn't fit, it doesn't work, because it's not the relationship that you so long for. So you're getting a partial piece of a relationship because you're not getting that full fulfillment that you're looking for in a man that's not your father. I feel like I feel like I need a break. So we'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this commercial break. Welcome back to The Invisible Woman. We're talking about hidden figures. Where's my father? I have another letter to read from one of the viewers. And this one just, I'm just going to read it. She said, I don't really know my father. He's a stranger in the house. He doesn't always show me love. He worked a lot. He worked so much that I never saw him. I know that he loves me. He has to, right? I think he loves me. I just wanted to spend time with him. He never wanted to do the same. I guess I wasn't important enough. I want to tell you that you are important. You matter. And I want to let you know that you are loved, and I've met you, I've been in your presence, and you are an amazing person. You turned out to be an amazing woman. So, he missed out on so many opportunities to spend time with you and be in your presence. Because I've been in your presence briefly and you just light up a room. So imagine being in your presence all the time. You are a wonderful person, and I'm really sorry that you had a father present but not present. I don't know how to stop crying on this episode. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay. I know I just took a break, but good heavens. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take a short break. I'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this episode. Oh my gosh, let me get it together. Be right back with more Woman right after this commercial break. Welcome back to the Invisible Woman. We're still talking about hidden figures. Where is my father? I have another letter from a viewer I'm going to read. And she says, I don't like to talk about my dad. He was a drug dealer. He used to hit my mom. He did drugs. He had lots of women. He got caught and he went to prison. I used to visit him at least once a month. And one day he got into a fight and he was killed in prison. I was lost. I met this guy and he seemed to be amazing, but he turned out to be just like my father. I was using drugs that he sold, and he put me to work on the streets. I ended up meeting another guy that took me away from him, but he was no better. He hit me. He abused me too, and he abused me too. I just couldn't seem to catch a break. I'm clean and sober now for 13 years, but it took me a while to stop dating my father. Now I found a man like my heavenly father. So that is a happy ending. Unfortunately, she was, involved with drug dealers. Guess why? Because her father was a drug dealer, you know, hitting our mom. The guy she dated hit her. She was patterning, the guys that she was with was patterned after her earthly father. They had his characteristics. And I think that it was because it was familiar. Sometimes familiar, even if it's chaotic, it's comforting because you know this, and the unfamiliar is scary. So you're like, well, I know how this goes, so I'm just gonna do this, and continue to get herself caught up in situations with the wrong people. But now she says that she found a man that is like her heavenly father. So she has a man that loves her, a man that adores her, somebody that's not hitting her, not doing drugs, pushing drugs in her, putting her on the streets to work, that kind of thing. So I'm really happy for you. I'm just, I think this is the first time I've smiled this whole video, this whole episode, because it's just been it's heartbreaking to have to deal with a missing piece that you can't fulfill. You know, you can't find a replacement for it. A father's love, having a present father, having somebody that is protecting you and there for you and loving you. You know, that daddy daughter, like I said, we you know, a lot of us are daddy's little girls and we want to be daddy's little girls, but it's hard to have that when daddy's not here, you know. And to the young lady that was kind of like, you know, she was questioning whether her father even loved her, or to the young lady that, you know, her father loved the son and didn't love her because he didn't want girls, you know, um, to the young woman that never knew her father, you know, that thought another man was her father and never knew neither one of them, you know, to the young woman that had a father and a stepfather and she didn't have a relationship with either one of them, you know, to the young lady that, you know, didn't feel important enough, you know. I just want to let you guys know, I want to let you all know that, you know, you are loved, and you know, you did not, you may not have had that love from that father, but you know, you can have love from our Heavenly Father. It's amazing thing to have unconditional love, love that is not dependent upon what you do for me or what you can do for me, but unconditional love. Um, Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more Invisible Woman right after this commercial break. I'm wondering, why aren't you watching The Invisible Woman? I just want to take a moment to say thank you to everyone who submitted their letters. Thank you so much for entrusting me with your information. Thank you so much for opening up to me and being truthful to telling me, you know, about your situation. I know it wasn't easy, you know, but I really appreciate you for choosing me to share your story with. So, and I don't take that lightly. So, thank you so much. There's going to be maybe another episode or so about, you know, where we have letters from our viewers to give other people a chance, you know, other women a chance to tell their story, you know, without having to be in front of the camera because everybody didn't want to be seen, you know. I know it's called the Invisible Woman, you know, for a reason. But yeah, it's, you know, you don't have to always be seen to get your truth out there. So thank you so much to, like I said, to the women, to the women who submitted their story to me. Thank you again. And thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. We are becoming together. We're becoming visible together. So thank you so much. I really appreciate everyone who supports me and acknowledges me with the show. You know, I appreciate that. So thanks again for tuning in to The Invisible Woman. God bless. Welcome back to The Invisible Woman. I just want to say if you stuck it out with me to the end of this episode, thank you so much, you know, for your support. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you so much for sharing my videos, for, you know, telling others about it. This show is to help heal, is to help empower. You know, it is here to help uplift each and every single person. And I know that every episode is not going to be, you know, something that resonates personally with you because, you know, some of us do have fathers. Some of us have never experienced the love of a lost one and, you know, different episodes that I've done. So I understand that each episode may not touch you personally as far as, you know, in something that you're going through or have gone through. But if it reaches one person, if it touches one person, that's the goal, to empower one person, to help heal the hurt of one person. Now, if it touches a lot of people and heal the hurt of a lot of people, then oh my gosh, that's even more amazing. But we can't get there if you keep it to yourself. This show is for everybody to share, with your girlfriends, with your sisters, your cousins, your aunties, so that everybody can have an opportunity to be empowered. So again, thank you so much for watching with me. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. Thank you for being here with me tonight. Next week, we will have our season finale. That's right. I get to take a little season break, but it's going to be a short break because I love what I do and I love being here with you guys. So I'm going to take a little short break after, the next week's episode. So just want to give you the heads up so you'll be aware of that. You can always watch these replays on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. You can go to my website, jwinvisiblewoman.com. Click on the little icons. It'll take you to my YouTube page. It'll take you to my Twitter page. It'll take you to my, what other page do I have? It'll take you to my Facebook page and my Facebook group. That is for women only. But thank you again and see you next Monday at 7.
Oh, it's recording. So do some on the other side. No, just do another part. That's cute.